Buddy Paul here from dropshippingtitans.com, and I wanted to hop on a quick little live stream right here to give a kind of review of a new software that I've been using to help with my eBay dropshipping business. Now, technically, this software isn't new. This is a company that's been around the eBay dropshipping space for a while, but they've added a new feature basically that I really like and that I'll kind of want to review here and show you guys how this works. So the software that I'm talking about is AutoDS. It allows you to quickly list items onto eBay from other websites like Walmart, Home Depot, and Amazon.com. And if the price changes on those suppliers' website or the item goes out of stock on those websites, then it will make sure that those changes happen accordingly on eBay. This means that you're not going to run out of stock. Your items are going to be priced specifically so that you can cover all your fees and still make a profit, because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about for us. So the reason why I wanted to make this now was because they came out with a new update where it's a manual dropshipping solution. So it no longer uses eBay's API. So let me introduce this to you. If you've used AutoDS in the past, it's going to look substantially the same. A lot of it is exactly the same. If you haven't, if you've used another software like this in the past, it's still going to look very similar. But I will show you exactly how this works and what all this means. Now, what I love about AutoDS is just how user-friendly it is. When you log in, everything just kind of makes sense and everything's in one place, super easy to use. So here on the dashboard, this is the first thing you see when you log in. This gives you some really useful information about your account, making sure that your account is in good health, you're making sales. Right here, this chart will tell you, all the sales you've had recently and your estimated profit. AutoDS will actually not only tell you what your sales are, but your profit, which again is more important than your sales. It will show you the number of listings you have, number of orders, and some other information here. Now, coming on the left, I'm going to skip a bunch of these things. This is kind of like your navigation bar on the left. We're going to skip right to the uploader, because this is really where the magic, so to speak, starts. The uploader is what allows you to quickly list items onto eBay. Let me show you an example of how it works. I really love this. So if you come over to this item on Walmart, let's say you wanted to list this up. It's September now. Halloween's coming. Halloween decorations are huge, if you guys didn't know that. So I'm going to start listing some Halloween items, including this pumpkin inflatable. So look how easy this is. I'm just going to come up to the URL and copy it, come over to AutoDS and paste it here. And because this is Walmart, I will select Walmart on the dropdown, and I will then click Grab Details. So what it's doing now is it's pulling in the title, the pictures right here. It's going to pull in the descriptions as well. And it's going to put all of it inside a nice template right here. Now, students inside my eBay Dropshipping Titans course know that I don't leave this title, the generic title that they give us. I change the title, make it better, more optimized. But just for the sake of time, I'm not going to do that right now. But what you can see is if you click on here where it says Edit Variation, this will give you the price on Walmart and how much it's going to be listed for on eBay. So this is really awesome. When you set this up with your break even and your additional profit percentages, then what it's going to do is it's going to take the price of this item, which is $28.88, and AutoDS is smart enough to know that Walmart only has free shipping on orders over $35. So it's going to add $5.99 to that for shipping, which is why here the source price says $34.87. So that's where that number comes from. And then it marks it up enough for your eBay fees, your PayPal fees, and in order to make a profit, leaving us here with $43.05. I could always change it here if I wanted, let's say, more profit here or lower break even. I could do all that in there and the price changes. See it? See it's changing. So then when you're done, I'll just click that again. And you can see everything else it does. It pulls in all the item specifics here, all the photos. And this is one of my favorite features. I don't know why I get so excited by this, but you can create a little collage here. Create collage. All I do is click one of these buttons and look, a really cool image. I'll make that my main image. Collages don't always work, don't always make sense, I should say, but it's kind of fun to play with. And then scrolling down, you'll see that here is the template that we use. It put all the item specifics, or rather the description here. It pulled that directly from Walmart, pulled it into here, made everything look nice. Now I will have to go through this and delete where it talks about Walmart here. What else would I delete? Any phone numbers, email addresses, but that's it. Just mention Walmart once. And then a nice little description here down at the bottom about payment and returns and feedback. And yeah, so it looks really good. And then I could just click Save Product and Schedule Post. So if you've used AutoDS in the past, this is exactly the same. Or if you used any software in the past, this is exactly the same up to now. Nothing is different. Now, what happens now that's different is that AutoDS is going to send this information up here to the Chrome extension that you added. So when you set up your account, by the way, guys, if you are interested in trying this non-API manual solution that AutoDS has created, I will have a link underneath this video. And if you use that link, you get a $1 trial. So you can sign up, I think, for a whole month for just $1. So I would check out that below if you are thinking about signing up. That is an affiliate link, but I'm only recommending this because I actually use it myself. And you get the free trial if you use that, or the $1 trial rather, if you use that link. So it sends the listing up to this file exchange, to this Chrome extension. And then the Chrome extension connects up with eBay through something called a file exchange. I'm not going to go into what the file exchange means. It doesn't matter. You don't have to know what it means. Just know that it is sending the file to eBay and the item will be listed on eBay without the API. So really cool that it does that. This is what the Chrome extension does. Pretty cool. And if anything's not working here, I have some alerts here. It looks like I was signed out of my eBay account. So I would have to sign back in. I'm not going to do that right now. But that's how this works. You have to make sure, in order for these uploads to work, that you are in a browser like this, that you are signed into eBay. It looks like I'm not right now, but I'm going to fix that in a second. All right, so now we have items that are uploaded to eBay. And once you do that, they're going to appear here on the left under Active Listings. This will show you all the items that you listed onto eBay using AutoDS. Here they all are. And the cool thing here is that it tracks everything for you. It shows you the price on eBay and the source price. In other words, the price on your supplier's website. In this example, the price on Walmart. And how many you sold, and the date you uploaded it, what supplier you use, whether it's in stock or not. So everything like super organized in one place. And you can even click a lot of these. So if I click this, this will bring me to the listing on eBay. Clicking on this one will bring me to the item on the supplier's website. So really, you are clicking this will allow me to edit anything in here. But it's just super organized, super nice that everything's in one place like this. And the other thing it has is on the left, if you click on orders, this will actually show you all your recent orders from eBay. And again, this is not being done through the file exchange. This is not being done through API. This is being done through the file exchange. So there's no issues there. And it pulls everything in here. Now, the cool thing is that you can now place your orders using this. So you can give this to your virtual assistants, access to AutoDS, and they can still see the order information. In fact, they can also list items without you needing to give them your eBay login information, because they can list the items and then you can log in later. And once you log in, it will send the information over to eBay. Again, you don't need to give your virtual assistants eBay access for that. So back here on the orders page, it's really cool. It gives you all the buyer's information, like their address, their username, how many they bought, and you can just open up the item on the supplier's website, again, by clicking here, add the item to your cart, and during checkout, when it's time to add the buyer's address, you just click right here where it says edit, and then copy at the top, and this will copy the address to a different Chrome extension, and that Chrome extension will quickly paste the item into the shipping address on your supplier's website. So it just allows it to go much faster through the checkout process. So that's really cool. And yeah, I mean, what I really love about it is that it just works. I mean, the uploader, I've been uploading products and it works. And it pulls in all the active listings so you can make any changes in here. The orders is really nice because we didn't really have a good solution if you weren't using API to keep organized all your orders and keep track of them. And finally, we have something here that's doing that for us, which is really, really nice to work with. And just in terms of not dropping orders and not forgetting about orders, it's just super nice to have this here. So that's a general rundown. I'll show you some more examples. So actually, let me go back here and then I'll sign into eBay. Just don't want you guys to see my password. So it looks like I'm now signed in. And let's share my screen again. And what I'll do to kind of push through that order, I mean that maybe I'm not signed in. Hold on a second. All right, so just signing back into eBay so that this will work. And then I will click that to sign in. Okay, so right now it is uploading. So it's not instantaneous, but it does work. So we'll go back to that in a minute to see if it works. We'll go to my selling area and see my most recent listings. So you can see what it looks like when it's done. Okay, I'll come back to that in a minute. I'll show you another one here because this is another feature that I like. Let's say you wanted to list this item. This is a toolkit from Home Depot. So I'm going to copy down the URL, come to AutoDS, click again on the uploader, and plug it in here and choose Home Depot and click grab details, and you see this message pops up, and the message says the name DeWalt is VeRO, found in brand manufacturer. So what this means is that eBay has something that's called a verified rights owner program, and in general there's no problem with us copying the photos and descriptions from items like these and pasting them on eBay in our own listings. But there are some brands like DeWalt, for instance, that have copyrighted their images and their sales copy and don't want you copying them. So they're part of eBay's VeRO program. And you could potentially get your listing taken down if you list in a VeRO item. So DeWalt is one of those items. So AutoDS is able to tell which items fall into that group and is warning you here. Hey, you might not want to list this item up for sale because this is one of those VeRO items. So I'm going to click cancel because I'm not going to take that risk with this item. So yeah, so that's basically it. I mean, not much to say because it's just one of those things that just runs and just works without much input from you once you list the item up for sale. So what I forgot to say, once you list the item up for sale and it appears in this active listing section, then if the price changes on Walmart here, then AutoDS will send that information to this Chrome extension, which will then send it to eBay to make the appropriate price changes. So you don't have to worry again about price changes or items going out of stock because it takes care of that for you. So if you guys do want to check it out, again, I will have that link down below for the $1 trial. But let's see who's here in the chat if anyone has questions about it. Do I need Chrome browser to use a Chrome extension? Yes, you do. It only works with Chrome. And the way this works is that you will, in order to have the items continually repriced 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you will have to have the Chrome extension added, be signed into eBay, and leave that browser open. You can have the browser minimized, but you have to at least have it open. So for some people, they're like, oh, well, am I supposed to have my computer on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? There are some solutions to this. You can get something called a VPS, which is kind of like a remote login. But in general, I found that if you have your browser open when you're on your computer doing work or surfing the internet, as long as you have the browser open, even if it's minimized, even just for a few hours a day, it's enough. You don't need to have it open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What is the listing tool you were using now, Paul? So this is what I'm using now. I've switched over, and this is what I'm using, and I'm using this solution, the non-API solution. So when you click on the link underneath this video to sign up, and you go through the sign up process, it will ask you if you want a API or non-API. I am suggesting that you go with the non-API solution. That's what I'm recommending to all my students in my course as well. And that's kind of what everyone's using these days. So some people are asking what suppliers AutoDS works with. So they're always adding more. Let's get the full list by coming over here to Uploader. And if we zoom in on the drop-down menu, we could see the list. You guys might not be able to read this, but it's Amazon, Walmart, Banggood, AliExpress, Home Depot, Wayfair, Costco, Overstock, and Costway. So all those right there. Now there are suppliers out there, there are listers and repricers out there that work with more than AutoDS works with. But what I really like about AutoDS is that they don't just add suppliers. They make sure that when they add suppliers, everything works with them. So yes, they're always adding more, but not until they've worked out any bugs that exist with the ones that they've already added. So there are other ones out there that do repricing and listing, but sometimes things break and they don't fix it. Some are better than others. I just found AutoDS to work really well with the suppliers that it does work with. And because because Walmart and Home Depot are my two main suppliers, this works perfectly for me. But that's a good question. Let's see. How often does it check your items? Alizi Abram, I can't remember off the top of my head. I will have to reach out to them and ask them. Maybe I can ask them while I'm on the chat, and maybe they'll get back to me before the end of the live chat. But I'll ask them and hopefully get you guys an answer. Hey, what's up, Dustin and Johnny? What's up? Let's see, who else is here? Okay, so Steve said, hey, I've been out of the dropshipping scene for a while. I thought these kind of things slowed your sales. So something like AutoDS with a non-API solution, it's kind of a fix to that. It shouldn't slow down your sales if you use it correctly and use it on a new account. Okay, let's see. Is this listing tool safe for eBay? Not to be flagged? Yes. Let's see. We have this gentleman says, AutoDS is an amazing tool. Finally, they released this amazing solution. And I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name. It's been a while since I've been at in a Hebrew school back on Saturdays when I was a kid. What's up, Larry? How's it going? Looks like I'm not going to get an answer about how often it reprices. Let me check one more thing here. Okay. Yeah, I would start with a brand new account if that's your question. All right, guys, so I hope you guys like this kind of rundown about AutoDS and how it works. I think I might make some more videos about it if you guys enjoyed this one. So if you did enjoy it, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. And if you want more tips on how to use it, give it a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this. And let me know in the comment section what questions you have about it. So the next video I can answer those specific questions. Otherwise, again, the link is down below if you want to check it out. Otherwise, guys, thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.